This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Morning, everyone. It's Saturday, November 28th. I'm Adam Duxter, filling in for Taylor Lazenby. With the Wisconsin holiday over, today's the day many will perhaps start on outdoor decorating for the winter. Meteorologist Chris Reese joins us now. And Chris, it sounds like today is going to be the perfect day to do just that.
Picture perfect day to do something like that, Adam. It comes with sunshine, it comes with warm temperatures, and even the wind will be on a lighter side as we go through today. In fact, winds will only be 6 to 10 miles per hour for the most part. Here's temperatures right now. We're already at 30. The winds are out of the south and southwest at 8 right now. 30 in Mineral Point as well. 28 for both Monroe and Janesville. 31 as you work your way towards the Dells. Black River Falls still coming in at 19. But here's high resolution radar. Doppler track still free of any type of activity throughout the Badger State. We're going to keep it that way all weekend long, and really perhaps all week long as well. But I'll tell you what, here's what to expect as we go through the rest of today. Temperatures by 2 o'clock up around 49 degrees. It is the pick day to put up any kind of holiday decorations. And I'll tell you what, I don't think you'll want to do so as we go into Monday and maybe Tuesday. Not necessarily because of precipitation, but for another reason. That forecast is coming up in a bit.
Ooh, that is a good tease if I ever heard one, Chris. We'll see you in just a moment with the full forecast. Dane County is entering its 7th day of the presidential election recount, and just last night we learned election workers will likely be counting ballots through at least tomorrow. News 3 Now Naomi Coles explains where they're at in that process.
It's been quiet here at the Monona Terrace today as this recount continues. The Dane County Clerk tells me they started the day at about 65% completed. They're hoping to have that last vote counted by Sunday. On the 7th day of the presidential recount in Dane County, every municipality but Madison is finished.
As the week has gone on, it's gotten faster. I mean, the observers know what they're looking for. The tabulators have gotten quicker. We've been able to find more ways to be efficient as we've gone along, so definitely today is moving along very smoothly.
And so far, as expected, and similar to 2016's statewide presidential recount, the results haven't significantly changed.
In this case, you're seeing very little change in the vote totals as we go along.
Some of the many Trump campaign objections this week include 19,000 indefinitely confined ballots and the roughly 16,000 returned during Madison's Democracy in the Park event. UW-Madison political science professor Ken Mayer says there's a long-standing legal principle that could get in the way of any serious challenges there.
The voters were acting on what they were told. The solution or the remedy for that is not to toss out their votes.
The end of the recount could be just the beginning of lawsuits. A conservative group is asking the state Supreme Court to allow Wisconsin's Republican-led legislature to choose their own electors.
And the lawsuit that was filed that basically seeks to completely overturn the election. They're making factually ludicrous claims.
And Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald says the recount itself is likely just a step to create a legal record for the Trump campaign.
But really, it seems to be more about, should indefinitely confined voters be able to vote indefinitely confined, and that's probably be part of a lawsuit.
And once that counting is done, there will still be a few technical steps left to finalize that number on Sunday. Results are due by Tuesday, and that's when the Wisconsin's Election Commission chair is scheduled to certify statewide results. Reporting at Monona Terrace, Naomi Coles for News 3 Now.
And unlike Georgia, where the Trump campaign requested a 3rd recount, Dane County Clerk says Wisconsin law doesn't allow for another recount once this one is finished. Last night we learned Milwaukee did finalize their recount results with the totals for each candidate not seeing much of a change. Our latest COVID-19 data has dropped significantly due to a lack of testing on Thanksgiving Day. State and county health officials confirmed about 1,200 new cases today and 10 new deaths on Friday. And DHS says only about 22,000 people were tested on the Thanksgiving holiday, which is the lowest amount since mid-October. COVID-19 has been especially difficult on Wisconsin's nursing homes, with close to 300 nursing home residents across the state dying in the last month. The Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services says nursing homes in Wisconsin reported 294 residents had died from COVID-19 between October 12th and November 8th. According to the report from the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association, as of November 19th, 1.2 million children had tested positive since the onset of the pandemic. But the number of new child cases reported over the last week alone is staggering, with more than 144,000 new cases in children. This week's Black Friday was one unlike in years past. This video is from outside Westtown Mall yesterday morning. Typically, we'd see crowds and lines, but during a pandemic, a lot has changed. And even though Black Friday looked different this year, Americans still came ready to spend. The National Retail Federation says sales likely increased between 3.6% and 5.2% from last year, with stores raking in up to $767 billion. Millions of people are also doing their Black Friday shopping at home. Online retailers like Amazon say they already expected a huge jump in sales.
We actually created 200,000 jobs since September alone to help us deliver this holiday season.
Many consumers started their holiday shopping weeks ago since major retailers began their promotions in October. And don't forget, today is Small Business Saturday. And in a year like 2020, the annual tradition is even more important.
This is an unusual year. We've had, here down on State Street, we've had many challenges for retailers. But in general, the holiday season is the busiest for our retail shops and our small businesses. They could do anywhere from 25 to 30% of their business in that last month of the year. So we want to make sure and support them.
We're learning another State Street business will be closing. Serve International was founded in 1949 as a nonprofit in Madison. The company ships around the world via online sales, but the Madison State Street location was its only storefront. While the store is closing, it will continue to offer online shopping. Crews say a house fire earlier this week in the village of Blue Mounds was started by a lit candle, and it caused an estimated $200,000 in damage. Multiple departments responded to the fire on Mounds View Road around 8:40. When they got there, they found the residents and their dog safely outside the home. No injuries were reported, and the fire is not considered to be suspicious. This weekend marks the opening of the Janesville Rotary Botanical Gardens Holiday Light Show. The show opened last night and features more than 1 million Christmas lights. Restrictions for COVID have pushed the event entirely outdoors and limited capacity to about half of what it would be in a normal year. And still, the event's executive director says she's glad to see it back.
The focus this year is having an event that can bring brightness to a challenging 2020 and allowing our visitors the chance to come and experience an outdoor event as they have in the past, but in a safer way.
The light show continues tonight starting at 4:30. We've got information about tickets on our website, channel3000.com. Right now it is 8:07. We're seeing the start to a beautiful day ahead. Taking a look over the Capitol, Chris is tracking her forecast just ahead.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by SHOPKO Optical.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $199. That's $199 and absolutely zero due-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
You're up early.
Well, US Cellular is giving away the latest phones for free with no hidden requirements, so I did not want to miss it.
Actually, you can get the latest phones free all season long.
What? All season long, huh?
Yep, and no hidden requirements.
You in the market for any camping gear? Only been used once.
At US Cellular, get the latest phones free with the plan of your choice and no required phone trade-ins all season long. US Cellular, upgrade to fair.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving and other benefits, like emergency roadside service, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Hey, Jeff, do you know of a good heating and air conditioning company that I could call?
Yeah, you should call RA Heating and Air Conditioning. They're a Carrier Factory authorized dealer with NATE certified technicians.
RA Heating and Air Conditioning?
Yeah, RA Heating and Air Conditioning put the furnace in my house for the previous owners, so I had a record of all the service they had done before I moved in.
RA Heating.
The technician who came out was great. My Carrier furnace is running much more efficiently, and I'm saving money on my energy bill.
Oh yeah, they're the ones with that jingle. RA
RA Heating and Air Conditioning.
The Black Friday sale is on now at Grand Appliance. Get the area's lowest prices guaranteed on our most popular appliances, including this Maytag 4.3 cubic foot washer for just $5.98, or this LG French door refrigerator just $10.98. Shop in store or online at grandappliance.com for this great deal and more, plus additional savings you won't find anywhere else. Grand Appliance, trusted for professional service and unbeatable appliance prices since 1930.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, good morning, folks. We are waking up to abundant sunshine out there today. We're going to see more of that through the weekend and into parts of next week as well. But today is the warmest day of the extended forecast, folks. 30 degrees right now. We'll likely warm up another 20 degrees as we go through today. Winds out of the south and southwest at 8 miles per hour for us. Janesville at 28 this morning, 31 in the Dells. Good morning to Mineral Point, also at 30. Black River Falls, the cold spot, at 19 cold degrees. Now, here's what we're looking at in terms of radar. We're all clear all throughout south central Wisconsin. That's expected. High pressure is overhead. We're likely going to be all clear for the next several days. But when you zoom out across the country as a whole, while yes, we are quiet, there are two key features that I'm watching that'll lead to some big weather makers as we move into next week. They're actually going to merge into one storm. The first is what you see across the panhandle of Texas right now. That piece of energy has developed throughout the Four Corners region. That's going to continue to work its way towards the south and east. The other piece of energy, it's in the Pacific Northwest right now. This does not provide moisture. It provides cold air to the Ohio Valley as we move into next week as well. So right now, high pressure is what's in control, but this is the picture that will overall change. For now, it's bringing us the sunshine, the southerly wind, and the warmer temperatures. Colder air, though, is on the way for us with this storm system. That's going to be one impact. The other one is going to be the wind. At Future Track, you already see that colder air getting wrapped up into the storm system, bringing snows to parts of the country that have gone a couple years without truly seeing an impactful winter weather event. But I'll highlight it, the isobars, those thin white lines. The closer they are together, which is what you see over the Ohio Valley, the windier it is. Southeastern Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, we are going to be windy, especially Sunday into Monday. By Tuesday, those winds begin to relax a bit for us, but that wind ultimately is the reason that I said earlier in the show, you may not want to hang up those Christmas lights as we move into early next week. Today's the day to do it. Tomorrow it's going to be colder with a little bit more in the way of some cloud cover. Even colder, though, for Monday. 32 and windy, so the wind chill is going to be even worse. 30s all next week long with sunshine, though, so it'll at least feel good when the sun hits you. We may be back at 40, Adam, by the time we get you towards next Monday.
Yeah, man, something tells me that wind and ladders do not mix being up there outside the house.
Yeah. And you know what they always say in the Midwest, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the wind. Next week, it's going to be the wind.
Well, do it today. That's absolutely right. Chris, we'll see you later on, all right? When the Packers take on the Bears this Sunday, it won't be Nick Foles under center for Chicago, but a face Packer fans are probably more used to seeing. Bears head coach Matt Nagy made the announcement Friday that Mitch Trubisky would be the starter as Nick Foles deals with a hip injury. Meanwhile, Green Bay may be without one of their top receivers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling is questionable for Sunday night's game with an Achilles injury. Sunday's game will be played at 7:20 this Sunday at Lambeau Field. One of Wisconsin's best defensive backs says he's declaring for the 2021 NFL Draft. Junior Rashad Wildgoose made the announcement Saturday morning on Twitter. Wildgoose played in only 2 games this season, but 25 over his 3-year career. He was also injured last weekend in the Northwestern game. And we're just a couple of weeks from the return of the Milwaukee Bucks and NBA basketball. The Bucks will play back-to-back games against the Dallas Mavericks at Fiserv Forum on Sunday, December 12th and Monday, December 14th, before finishing the preseason schedule with a matchup against the Pelicans in New Orleans on the 18th. Each game will tip off at 7 p.m. And a reminder, there will be no fans allowed in Fiserv Forum for at least the start of the season. The time right now is 8:14. Coming up, how cell phones can help with COVID-19 contact tracing. And there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. We'll share his picks in 3 things to watch. Trending news is just ahead on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday.
It's finally here. Black Friday at Get It Now. It's the biggest sale of the year. Friday and Saturday only. Friday, save 25% from 8 a.m. to noon, 15% from noon to 4 p.m., and 10% from 4 p.m. Friday through all day Saturday. Don't miss Black Friday at Get It Now.
Normally, you'd have in-laws in the spare, the twins in the office, and Uncle Teddy on the sofa. But this year, you can treat yourself
during the 4-day Black Friday super sale at Denver Mattress. Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get a $300 Furniture gift certificate with any Tempur-Pedic.
Or check out the Summit Firm for only $189.99. Plus 7 years, no interest.
And free shipping. Did I mention 7 years, no interest? The 4-day Black Friday super sale on now at Denver Mattress.
When roads get wet and your tires are in bad condition, accidents happen. Meinake's technicians will inspect, repair, or replace your tires as needed to make sure you stay safe on the road. Stop in or make an appointment online today. Meineke, doing car care right.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get $4,500 cash allowance on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Good luck, honey.
You got this. You got this. I believe with your investment, I can take this to the next level.
Come on, come skateboard.
We'll get you on some physical therapy.
Dean Health Plan, we've got you covered, Taria.
Good news, we'll take 1,000 units.
Okay.
Live your life with the plan for every moment. Dean Health Plan.
Surgenian's 90-year history means you pay $90 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad, your furniture moved, and your old carpet recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
We love our new home. There's so much space.
We have a guest room now.
But we have ants.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
I'll have to check.
Aunt Joni's here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It's finally here. Black Friday at Get It Now. It's the biggest sale of the year. Friday and Saturday only. Friday, save 25% from 8 a.m. to noon, 15% from noon to 4 p.m., and 10% from 4 p.m. Friday through all day Saturday. Don't miss Black Friday at Get It Now.
Well, good morning, folks. 3 things to know in the world of weather. Temperatures today are going to be fantastic, near 50 degrees. And that comes with mostly sunny skies, but we will be windy and colder by the time we get you towards early next week. Taking you through the weekend forecast, folks, 50 and sunshine today. Then tomorrow, it's 43 with more cloud cover. Hour by hour will likely be into the 50s by the time we get you towards about 3 o'clock or so. Then overnight tonight, we'll see those temperatures cooling down into the low 30s for your overnight lows. Tomorrow, we'll actually see a little bit more in the way of some cloud cover as well. That's part of the reason why we're going to stay a little bit chillier, but I'm saying it all morning long. Get up those holiday decorations today. Over the next 10 days, Adam, this is the best one. It's the warmest one. Other days are going to be colder, windier, and right now, at least no rain chances, but still, you'll want the jacket on all the other days compared to today.
Say no more. We'll get them up today, Chris. Thanks. We'll see you in a minute. Disney is planning to lay off 32,000 employees by the end of March. The job cuts come as the coronavirus pandemic continues to have a negative impact on the company's parks and resorts. According to its most recent annual report, Disney employs about 223,000 people. The company's parks business has more than 100,000 employees in the U.S., and Disney warned that it may also have to scrap its dividend and reduce or not make contributions to pension and retirement medical plans. Health officials in the U.S. are turning to cell phones to help with COVID-19 contact tracing. Apps offer pop-up notifications if you're close to someone who later tested positive for the virus. iPhones already have the system with the settings. Now, these phones contain constantly changing codes that ping nearby phones via Bluetooth, and when someone who uses that feature tests positive for the virus, they get a pin from a health official to enter into their phone. Any other phones nearby in the previous 2 weeks will then get an alert themselves. At least 15 states are taking part in the notification system. It's the gift of streaming more TV shows at home. Hulu is offering a sale for just $1.99 a month, and the discount price is good for a full year, then reverts to its usual price of $5.99 a month. If you already are a Hulu subscriber, you can still save, as the deal applies to both new as well as eligible returning subscribers. It's available at hulu.com through the end of Monday, November 30th. And speaking of streaming, there's clearly no shortage of films and show streaming right now. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
Guess this is your lucky day, you cat. Welcome to the North Pole.
New to stream on Netflix this week is the film The Christmas Chronicles Part 2.
The star protects us and keeps us hidden, and I'm here to steal it.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn return as Santa and Mrs. Claus in a new adventure in which they must save Christmas from a new threat.
This is bad. Without the star, the North Pole, the village, Christmas is doomed.
Like for this year?
Like forever.
We can't let that happen. Christmas must endure. Let's do this.
The Christmas Chronicles Part 2 is streaming on Netflix now.
Sometimes I think you actually enjoy these little dangerous escapades.
Carol, I am a technological superintelligence. I can control every dollar and every machine on the planet.
Newly streaming on HBO Max this week is the comedy Superintelligence.
What would you do if I told you the world was going to end in 3 days?
Try to make things right with George.
Carol, you look amazing.
Weirdly overdressed. Your body. I'm just getting a little bit panicky because I can't access my own hands.
An AI decides whether to save or destroy humanity by observing the most average person in existence. Carol, played by Melissa McCarthy.
I'm going to show you that people are worth saving.
Humans are more complex than I thought.
We're all counting on you. If there's any indication that it's aware of what we're doing, click this. Might save the world.
Don't click it now. Wasn't going to click it now.
Okay.
Why would I click it now? You just said...
It looks like a pen. People click pens nervously.
Okay, are we done?
Superintelligence is streaming on HBO Max now.
Ooh, you okay?
Yep. Just really engage your core.
Oh, that was worse, huh?
And new on Amazon Prime is the next entry in the Small Axe anthology, the film Lovers Rock.
Only appreciate how beautiful you look. Name Franklin.
The film tells a love story that takes place at a house party in 1980s London and is the second in the 5-part film series directed by Steve McQueen.
There's a real achievement in these films, not in the sense of way of what we've done, but in the sense of the way of what these stories are trying to sort of translate, the sense of an achievement.
Lovers Rock is streaming on Amazon Prime now. Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch. And this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Next, we'll keep you updated on the latest numbers from health officials regarding the coronavirus as it spreads across the country and our state. Plus, 2 new murals at the Wisconsin's Veterans Museum are honoring Black veterans. We'll be right back.
It's called the greater good. At Quartz, it's what fuels our passion to better serve our members and our community. It's why we ensure easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health. It's what pushes us to invest in the name of community health and wellness programs and to find new ways to help those who need the help the most. But hey, you know all about the greater good. Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
A great night's sleep starts with a new mattress from Steinhoffels. We have the largest selection of name brand mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable base mattress sets and get $300 in Steinhoffels bonus cash. At Steinhoffels, you can try your new mattress before you buy it. And as always, get free delivery and Steinhoffels special financing on your new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-936-5735. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-936-5735.
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Now during the Chevy Cyber Sales event, use $500 Cyber Cash on most SUVs when you unlock your code. That's around $239 a month on this Equinox for qualified lessees.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Right now, the latest on the presidential transition.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. It's almost 8:30 on what's to be a picture-perfect November Saturday. I'm Adam Duxter filling in for Taylor Lazenby. And things are shaping up to be an absolutely beautiful Saturday. Here's meteorologist Chris Reese with your Saturday forecast.
Yeah, good morning, Adam. We are already waking up to the sunshine out there, and temperatures after starting out in the mid-20s this morning, they're warming up already. 30 degrees right now. Winds out of the south and southwest at 8 miles per hour. Adam, that is a warming wind, which will ultimately come into factor this afternoon. 28 in Janesville right now. The Dells at 31. Wautoma waking up at 26 degrees. High-resolution radar, well, it is clear. That's what we would expect with high pressure ultimately in control. We're going to see those highs around 50 today, Adam. One thing we are watching, though, it's what you see around the panhandle of Texas. That will become a stronger storm system over the eastern part of the country early next week, and it has a little bit of an impact on our weather in terms of temperature and how windy things will get as we start next week. But as you enjoy the weekend and what we have out there today, know that things will relatively remain quiet for us. Adam?
Maybe even a good day to go pick out the tree.
Hey, do it. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you in just a bit. President Trump's legal team suffered another loss in court Friday, a day after the president repeated his unsubstantiated claims of widespread election fraud. His lawyers are vowing to take the case to the Supreme Court, even as the transition process is underway. CBS's Natalie Brand reports.
President Trump took in a round of golf early Friday before heading off to Camp David. Speaking to reporters on Thanksgiving evening, the president again made baseless claims.
This election was a fraud. It was a rigged election.
Friday, a federal appeals court in Pennsylvania added to the Trump campaign's recent losses, rejecting a lawsuit there. Judge Stephanos Bibas, a President Trump appointee, wrote, "Charges require specific allegations and then proof. We have neither here." The president also said he'll travel to Georgia, rallying voters to back Republicans in 2 runoff elections in January. That will determine which party controls the U.S. Senate.
Maybe I'll go twice. It's very important that we win those races.
President Trump told reporters he will vacate the White House on January 20th if the Electoral College formalizes the victory of President-elect Joe Biden, which it's on track to do in mid-December. From Delaware, the president-elect tweeted an acknowledgement to America's indigenous communities Friday, writing, "Let's commit to writing a new future together." The transition team also tweeted out a racial equity plan focused on the economy and police reform proposals. Despite the transition that's now underway, the Trump administration is trying to push forward with more regulatory rollbacks, making headway Friday to cut federal protections of migratory birds. The National Audubon Society is calling on the Biden-Harris administration to reinstate those rules if the change goes through. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
All 50 states must certify their results before the Electoral College meets on December 14th. Challenges to vote results must be completed the week before. The Wisconsin Department of Administration has formally requested $150,000 from the National Endowment of the Arts to be used to restore 2 statues that were torn down this summer during protests and erect a new statue of Belle Phillips. Phillips was the first black woman to graduate from the UW School of Law, become a Milwaukee City Council member, and become a judge in the state.
Out to the community to start asking who they thought should be represented on the wall. So the veterans that you see are examples of people that were recommended to me that we talk about. And so while we only have 7 veterans up there, that is only like a little tiny portion of the representation of the black community in the military in Wisconsin.
You can check them out for yourself on the street level of the Wisconsin Veterans Museum right on the Capitol Square. As small business owners deal with the economic impacts of a pandemic, a reminder to consider shopping local to support our community. Dane Buy Local has developed an online marketplace for ordering and delivery. Their website also features a holiday gift page featuring ideas for unique local gift sets. They're also premiering a new Dane Buy Local gift card, which can be used at a variety of local businesses. For more than a century, the Salvation Army's iconic red kettles during the holiday season have helped families in need year-round. Now, the annual bell ringing campaign is facing new challenges with the pandemic. Elise Preston explains how the organization is updating its fundraising to help millions of Americans.
A sound of holiday cheer and normalcy in a year that is anything but.
It's such a difficult year for so many people. What do you tell people to give them hope?
The message that I would want everyone in need to know this year is that they are loved and they are cared for.
This year, the Salvation Army is helping care for millions more. Commissioner Kenneth Hodder says need for their services has jumped 155% nationwide. That includes the Nunez family in New York.
It's very tough.
Sarah Gonzalez Nunez contracted the coronavirus in the spring and later lost her job.
I could barely breathe, where I had so much medication. You can't say good morning except through a door, and it's sad.
The family of longtime volunteers is now leaning on the Salvation Army for support as the organization faces a challenging holiday season for its Red Kettle campaign.
There are fewer locations for the kettle because there's less foot traffic, the coin shortage, some of the local shutdowns as a result of the pandemic will all combine to reduce the amount that we receive from the Red Kettle by about $60 million across the country.
This year, the Salvation Army is making it easier on donors with Kettle Pay. You can either tap your phone or scan the QR code to make a digital donation.
Kettles are rolling out everywhere this week. Some cities started weeks ago, and they still accept cash and coins.
A penny to $100 goes a long way.
Generosity this family has experienced firsthand. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
The Nunez family plans to resume their volunteer activities once the threat of the coronavirus has passed. Coming up, why experts are warning to be careful with cocktails and credit cards. Plus, some of the plywood you might see protecting stores and restaurants in cities is getting a new purpose. Stay with us. News 3 Now this morning is coming back when we return.
Are you happy with your Medicare plan? Want to get more for your money? Take a look at Quartz Medicare Advantage plans in partnership with UW Health. Quartz Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 a month, including coverage for medical, hospital, and prescriptions, with $5 primary care visits, $0 preventive care, and $0 telehealth visits. It's no wonder that 98% of our Medicare Advantage members stay with Quartz. Learn more by requesting your free planning guide from Quartz today. Quartz also offers more value, including dental, vision, and hearing benefits. And Quartz gives you extras, like dollars for over-the-counter products and fitness benefits, from a plan that works closely with your doctor to take great care of you. This year, switch to Quartz Medicare Advantage. Call or go online to request your free planning guide from Quartz today.
This is the new Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring automatically. So no more nudging your partner or opting for the couch. Because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base is our first system that detects snoring and automatically adjusts to help reduce it. Your best sleep, all night, every night.
And right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic's premium adjustable mattress sets. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event begins now. We're giving you the best deals of the season on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays. Get 0 for 66 financing plus $1,000 flex by cash and $2,000 trade assist on Escape during the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event.
In 1912, Leon L. Bean sold his first batch of 100 boots. 90 of them leaked. He refunded every pair and then perfected them. Because if it wasn't comfortable, he didn't want people to have it. This holiday season, we want to help you give the warmest, coziest gifts on earth and make you feel more comfortable than you have in a long, long time.
Get 15% off through December 1st at LL Bean.
Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Good Saturday morning, folks. We are waking up to sunshine all throughout the Badger State, and temperatures are going to be warm for us into the afternoon, starting out at 30 degrees now, but it gets better. Check the wind direction out of the south and southwest at 8. As I always like to say, that's a warming wind for this part of the country, and especially at this time of the year, but really at any part of the year. 28 in Janesville right now, Wautoma waking up at 26. Mineral Point already at the freezing mark. La Crosse 1 degree above at 33. Same for our friends in Milwaukee. Doppler track shows no rain, no snow. That's nothing of our concern, really, as we go through the entire extended forecast at this point. Ultimately, our weather is going to generally be dry. Hour by hour, as you look ahead, by 12 o'clock, we're at 46, 49 by 2. I expect us to be around 50, right around 3 o'clock or so, Adam. So I don't know what you're going to do to get outdoors and enjoy this nice weather, but I'm going to tell you a lot of folks are going to be putting up those outdoor decorations, including me myself.
Yeah, I've just got one little balcony to worry about, Chris, so something tells me my process will take a little bit less time than yours.
Probably, but you never know.
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you again in a minute. Hundreds of thousands of Americans continue to file jobless claims. According to the Labor Department, 778,000 people signed up for unemployment benefits last week. That was more than expected and up from the previous week. The number of people filing for pandemic-related unemployment assistance topped 311,000. Well, be careful with cocktails and credit cards. According to a new survey from retail platform Declutter, 1 in 5 shoppers will make online purchases for the holiday seasons well intoxicated. 41% say they've browsed well buzzed in the past, so much that more than a quarter admitted they forgot they made a digital purchase until it arrived. Delta Airlines says it was forced to cancel flights during one of the busiest travel weeks of the year. The airline says a surge in Thanksgiving demand was taxing for its limited pandemic-era workforce. Nearly 1 in every 5 Delta flights scheduled on Thanksgiving Day were canceled, and all more than 500 flights were dropped this week. The airline expects things to return to normal over the weekend. The union representing Delta's pilots says a reduction in pilots due to the pandemic and a drop in air travel led to a smaller pool of available workers this week. Some of the plywood you see protecting stores and restaurants in U.S. cities is getting a new purpose. CBS News' Laura Podesta spoke to artists who are using it to send a message.
During this summer's protests and looting, retailers in many major cities boarded up stores to protect their businesses. In these uncertain times, much of the plywood remains. Now artists are transforming these blank canvases.
My biggest fear.
Designer Alyssa Dorff tells me she volunteered more than 8 hours of her time to paint a holiday scene in front of a pottery barn in New York City.
It was kind of a funny way to start the day, seeing all of this plywood, and I wanted to create something that I could be excited about and bring some cheer to the neighborhood.
The beige boards are also being used to make colorful political statements. Constance Patton and fellow artists created dozens of murals since the summer, many responding to the death of George Floyd.
It was amazing because the day that I got out there, I saw about 200 people painting that day.
Constance says she's now working to make sure when the plywood comes down, these works of art are saved and stored.
So you want this movement to expand beyond just New York City?
Absolutely. Yes.
One organization in Minneapolis, where Floyd was killed, has the same plan. The founder of Save the Boards Minneapolis says she'd like to hold an exhibit at the Minnesota African American Heritage Museum.
Any boards we see up on businesses, anywhere they have art, they have graffiti on them, making sure that we can preserve them and keep them accessible and public to the community for that reason of healing.
In Louisville, Kentucky, some artists are donating their murals for auctions to benefit the community. Constance and Alyssa say their ultimate goal is to see this street art spread hope. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Celebrating the holidays this year could give a much-needed boost to your mental health. Doctors explain next in our health headlines. You're looking live over the Capitol this morning on November 28th. Chris Reese will have your full forecast next on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow
is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on My Pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99. Or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021. And get your MyPillow gift cards for the best Christmas gifts ever.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event begins now. We're giving you the best deals of the season on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays. Get Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,500 cash back and $2,000 trade assist during the Built for the Holidays sales event.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, good morning, folks. Waking up around 30 degrees with sunshine, and it gets better as we go throughout the day. Winds are warming us, and eventually we'll see those temperatures in a spot that a lot of you are going to like. 32 in Watertown right now. Juneau waking up at 30. 32 for our friends in Platteville as well. High-resolution radar is free, and I don't expect anything to be showing up on the radar over southern Wisconsin for the next several days. At least. Wisconsin dry as a whole right now, but as you watch the country, we still remain quiet. But pay attention to the Texas Panhandle. That is where one of 2 features that are going to merge together into a stronger storm system over the eastern part of the country does exist right now. The other feature that we're going to be watching for, that is in the Pacific Northwest. And while this one does not introduce much in the way of moisture, it's going to be bringing in some colder air. It's that southern feature that's going to be bringing moisture to the Ohio Valley. For now, though, things are dry. High pressure is in control, and as I always say, when you see the blue H, think blue skies. That is what we are dealing with out there right now. Let's talk how that changes. This is the storm system into early next week. You see it developing across the south. A cold front comes in from the north, and this is where that colder air starts to be pulled into that system. Now, I have all these white lines. Those are known as isobars. The closer they are together, the windier it will be. That's going to be our impact in southern Wisconsin from this system. Colder air gets pulled in, so we're going to be cold, and it will be windy as that wind continues to blow as well. Now, this is likely going to be a substantial snow event for parts of the country that have not seen much in the way of snow. Now, keep in mind, in that part of the country, substantial snow is only a couple of inches. But nonetheless, that's something they are watching. We will be dry, but on the cold and windier side of that system. For this afternoon, temperatures warm up close to 50. Tomorrow, we'll see more in the way of cloud cover. Temperatures will only be around 43 for tomorrow's high, then staying in the 30s for pretty much all of next week. 32, the coldest day on Monday, mid to upper 30s for the rest of the week into next weekend, then a shot at 40 by next Monday. Now, Adam, when it's cloudy in 30, that's one thing. When it's sunny and in the 30s, that sun kiss gives you a little bit of a warmer feel as you begin to step outside. It's the sunny 30s that we'll see as we go through this week.
Man, everything you're saying, I like it, so I appreciate it. Keep up the good work, all right, Chris?
All right, I'll do what I can. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you in just a bit. Sleep is critical for children's physical and mental health, but many kids just aren't getting enough. Now, a new sleep disorder has been identified that's affecting children. Nancy Chen tells us what parents should look out for.
9-year-old Emily Cavanis has always had a hard time getting a good night's sleep, according to her parents.
She'd be sideways in the bed, upside down on the bed, all over the bed.
She just always was restless when she was sleeping.
A sleep study did not uncover any sleep disorders, but they all knew something wasn't right.
Once I fell off my bed and I didn't know until I woke up.
She was more cranky. She couldn't focus. She was so tired.
Now the sleep problem Emily suffers from finally has a name: restless sleep disorder. An international panel of sleep experts just added RSD as a new pediatric sleep disorder.
They are tossing and turning. They are repositioning all night. Daytime sleepiness, hyperactivity, some behavioral problems could be the first signs that the parents see.
Pediatric sleep specialist Dr. Lourdes Del Rosso from Seattle Children's Hospital led the panel. She's also leading research on how to treat RSD. Previous studies show a link between low iron levels in the brain and movement disorders in sleep.
We found out that indeed iron levels were low in this population. So for the last year and a half, we have been working on both oral iron supplementation and intravenous iron supplementation. And we have seen amazing results. A lot of parents have been really happy with the sleep of their children and the quality of life.
Emily was part of the research. She received an infusion of iron and took extra iron daily.
We noticed drastic differences in her sleep and her behavior afterwards. She noticed too.
Her iron levels are now steady, and her parents say she's well rested.
The FDA could be authorizing a coronavirus vaccine in just a few weeks. The Food and Drug Administration is holding an emergency use authorization meeting about Pfizer's vaccine on December 10th. Included in that will be a meeting of independent experts. The director of the FDA Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research says a decision is expected within weeks, possibly days after that key meeting. So far, Pfizer is the only company to apply for an emergency use authorization from the FDA for a coronavirus vaccine. Celebrating the holidays this year could give a much-needed boost to your mental health, even if they don't look like the celebrations of the past. Reed Binion talks to an expert about those benefits in today's Health Minute.
COVID-19 has made this holiday season unlike any other. However, the wonderful things that come with the holidays should not be missed. In fact, celebrating could help your mental health significantly, experts say.
When we change our environment and we invite color, light, sparkle, scents that we may not always have around us during the year, that it shifts our feel-good hormones.
Psychologist Deborah Serrani has found that enjoying seasonal pleasures boosted dopamine and serotonin levels in her patients. She believes it can also help others during this stressful year.
One of the things that COVID and the pandemic have done for us, unfortunately, is made us feel very isolated and disconnected. Take time to remember the memento or the ornament or the particular gift that was given at that time.
For those who already find the holidays difficult, this year may present an even more stressful scenario.
It may just be filled with memories that aren't very pleasant. So if you're somebody who's like that, just make sure that you empower yourself and stand up for yourself. It's okay to say no to be invited to Zoom or FaceTime activities or even in-person socially distant festivities. This is about, again, self-care, knowing what it is that you need.
Stick with News 3 Now all weekend. Amanda will have the day's top stories tonight at 6 and 10. But first, why a local Milwaukee fire station says cat products and children are not a good mix. We'll be right back in a moment.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 RAV4. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, no cell phones at the table.
But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom.
It's time to cozy up and have fun. Go ahead, give your home those new items you're craving for a comfy new feel. The time is right. It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices. Get your look for less at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye, Grandma.
Hey,
guys, listen up. This coronavirus thing has lasted forever. If we're gonna get back out there, we need to work together. We've got to take care of ourselves. So wear your mask, wash your hands, get your flu shot, social distance. The sooner we all do it, the sooner we can get back to the important stuff, like playing. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Fearing's Audio-Video Security have a team of experts to guide you in choosing the right technology for your business and home. Then we custom design and install easy-to-use solutions to advance your business, enhance your home, and simplify your life. Check us out at fearings.com.
When you put money in a big bank, there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
This year, our driveways have brought us all closer together and been our gateways to the world. For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2020 UX 200 for $299 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9 on News 3 Now.
Finally this morning, a big surprise for the Waukesha firefighters at Station 2 and a reminder to stay away from the cat stuff. CBS 58 has all the details.
For the Waukesha firefighters here at Station 2, Wednesday wasn't exactly as they expected as they were called to help a 4-year-old.
My name is Parker.
Meet Parker Olson.
Fire trucks gave us stickers.
On Wednesday, Parker's mom, Cynthia, was in the garage when she heard yelling.
I come in, I took one look at him, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's screaming.
This is what she saw.
I got my head stuck in a hat tree.
Parker stuck in the cat tree.
Once I realized he's just stuck, not actually hurt, then it was hard to control me to not die laughing. I tried to pull him up, tried to wiggle him, tried to move his head to get him out. I just could not get him unstuck.
That's when she called 911.
Of course, they're like, what's your emergency? And I'm like, well, my son's head is stuck. And she's like, ma'am, what is his head stuck in? I'm like, oh, the cat tree.
Once at the home, firefighters were able to safely lift him out.
When they got him out, they held him up and the other fireman was tickling him.
For Parker,
who came to get you?
It ended up being a fun day.
He was all excited to see us, which is good. You know, with the whole pandemic, it was, a brighter call to go on. It made put a smile on everyone's face. We all chuckled about it afterwards.
Leaving this family and these firefighters smiling.
Glad everyone gets a good laugh out of our chaos.
And as Chris Reese joins us for our final look at the weather, Chris, have you ever gotten yourself in any mischief like that as a kid?
No, oddly enough, I have not, but that sounds like something my younger brother would have done. Honestly, that's the very him. We came home one day and he was just hanging out in the dog crate for fun.
Oh, no. Well, you'll want to get out.
He was 16 at that point.
Oh no. Chris, you'll want to get out of the crate and outside today, right? Because it's going to be beautiful today to do that.
Yes, absolutely. The warmest day we've had, or the warmest day we will have, rather, as we go through the next 10 days. 50 your forecast high today. Tomorrow we're going to be back into the 40s, and Adam, we're going to see more cloud cover as we move into tomorrow. Now, by Monday, we only warm up to about the freezing point. Then we stay in the 30s.